Good morning to all. So today the point of discussion is object oriented programming. So let me write object oriented programming. So probably this is the point of discussion for today, object oriented programming. So first of all, what is object plus what is programming? So अगर हम इसको डिस्कस करें तो कोई भी रियल लाइफ एंटिटी इज कॉल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट. रियल लाइफ में जो भी चीजें हम देखते हैं, जो भी चीजें हम छू सकते हैं या जिन चीजों को हम फील कर सकते हैं उनको हम ऑब्जेक्ट कहते हैं रियल लाइफ में, नॉट इन प्रोग्रामिंग. जैसे कि मैं कहना हूँ लाइक दिस इज अ मार्कर, मार्कर इज अ ऑब्जेक्ट. दिस इज शर्ट, शर्ट इज अ ऑब्जेक्ट. फैन इज अ ऑब्जेक्ट. Whiteboard is a object. So in real life, whatever we will see is called object. Now the question is, what is the importance of this object inside real programming? मेरी प्रोग्रामिंग में ऑब्जेक्ट का रोल क्या है, इस अप्रोच को मैं फॉलो क्यों कर रहा हूं, ये डिस्कस करते हैं आज. Before object-oriented programming, I have an approach named as structural programming. Structural programming. Structural programming ये कहती है अगर आपको कोई टास्क पूरा करना है, it means if I want to complete a task, what I will do, I will make lot of modules. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, and the purpose of making these modules is to complete a task, nothing else. It means अगर मुझे कोई काम पूरा करना है तो वो काम कैसे पूरा होगा, how to do, मेरा फोकस इस तरफ है. I will repeat, अगर मुझे कोई टास्क दिया गया है वो टास्क कैसे पूरा होगा, मेरा फोकस इस तरफ है, हाउ टू डू, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोग्रामिंग. स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोग्रामिंग के जस्ट अपोजिट आई हैव ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग. ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग ये कहती है कि आपने फोकस किया लास्ट टाइम हाउ टू डू, काम कैसे पूरा होगा. बट इन ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग we don't have focus on how to do, we have a focus on objects. It means, let's say I am going to build a software for school. So structural programming says attend classes, fee deposit, making results, this will be the task. I am repeating, suppose I am making a software for school management system. So what will be the task? Fee deposit, attendance, making result, like this. But if I will follow the object oriented approach, what will happen? I will have a list of objects like student, like teacher, I can say like class, books, let's say this one. So what will happen in object oriented programming, I have identified the objects of the system. There can be lot of other objects, but I am just considering these three objects. So what will happen, I will identify the object, then I will identify the attributes of this object. So the second thing is identify attributes. What is first? Objective, identify objects. Second, identify attribute. Third, identify actions. Let's take an example. A student is the object having attribute name, address, age, roll number, gender. What can be the action? Give exams, fee deposits, attend classes. This can be the actions by the student. So that is the approach for object oriented programming. I am repeating. First of all, collect objects, identify their individual attributes, identify their actions. That is object oriented programming. Now again, so today we are going to discuss object oriented programming inside Java. In the incoming lectures we will see object oriented programming in Python, but for today we are discussing with Java, and we will discuss why we are moving towards Java to Python. This lecture is devoted towards object oriented programming and Java, not for why we are moving Java from C++. Getting? So Java says, that is my source program. That is my source program. The moment I will compile this program, I will get a special file named as bytecode. And then with the help of JRE or Java interpreter, I am going to run this file on a special hardware. So if let's talk about C++ for 2 or 3 minutes. In C or C++, the moment I am going to write a program, after writing the program, I will compile the program. What I will get? I will get the object file, and that object file is very much environmental dependent. It means the moment hardware will change or the moment operating system will change, it might be possible that file will not be run. That's why C and C++ was not platform independent. They are platform dependent. But in Java, what will happen? The moment I will write the source file, I will compile that file. After compilation, what I will get a special file, not object file. I will get a special file that can only be run by Java interpreter only. I am repeating. After compiling the file, I will get a special file that can only be run by Java interpreter. The moment I will give it as input to Java interpreter, it means that file can be run on different hardwares. Why? Because the attachment of this file is towards Java interpreter, not directly hardware. जो बेटा जावा ने ये फाइल दी है, इसका जो रिलेशन है, इसका जो एग्जीक्यूशन है, वो डायरेक्टली हार्डवेयर पे ना होके जीआरई के हाथ में। एंड व्हाट विल हैपन, लेट्स से आपने इस फाइल को कंपाइल किया था विंडोज पे, सो दैट इज द बाइटकोड। I have get this bytecode after compiling the program on Windows platform. अब बेटा मैंने इस फाइल को रन करना है लिनक्स पे, so what I will do, I will purchase or I will download the compiler JRE for Linux, and I can run this file on Linux platforms. So that is the beauty of Java compiler as well as JRE. That's why Java program is platform independent. Let me take another example. Let's say I have a source program. I have compiled this program. After compile, I will get the bytecode. Some books call it as class file. It hardly matters. Suppose I have source program. I have compiled this program. After compilation, I have got the bytecode. What will happen? Let's say I have compiled this file on Windows x86 architecture. That's it. Or for a sake of simplicity, I have compiled this program on Windows platform. Getting? Now I want to run this bytecode on Linux operating system. So what I will do, I will download the JRE for Linux. So JRE for Linux. Let's say I want to run this file on Windows platform x64. What I will do, I will download JRE for Windows. Suppose I want to run this file on Mac OS, or we can take it like Motorola. I will download JRE for Motorola. It means the moment I am going to run this file on different platform, what I will do, I will download JRE according to that platform. That's why Java language is platform independent, but JRE is platform dependent. Keep this in mind. Java file is platform independent due to JRE, but JRE itself is platform dependent. So that is the execution of Java. Now come to the concept of object-oriented programming. We have two terms like first one is class and second one is object. So what is object? Any real life entity is called object. You are object. I am object. Marker is object. Shirt is object. Like fan is object. Student is object. Amit is object. It means there are a lot of entities around us. We can call all our objects. But क्या स्टूडेंट ऑब्जेक्ट है? डिस्कस करेंगे अभी. स्टूडेंट ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है, अमित ऑब्जेक्ट है, इसको डिस्कस करेंगे. क्लास ऑब्जेक्ट्स. ऑब्जेक्ट इज अ any real entity. Real entity. तो बेटा हुआ क्या, जावा प्रोग्रामर्स ने ये देखा इस दुनिया में बहुत सारे ऑब्जेक्ट हैं. अगर मैं हर इंडिविजुअल ऑब्जेक्ट को स्टडी करने लगा, इट विल टेक मोर टाइम. तो सिंप्लिसिटी के लिए मैंने क्या किया, मैंने कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट्स को ग्रुप किया और मैंने ये देखा कि ये ग्रुपिंग है ये मेरे लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल है. क्यों? लेट्स से मेरे पास 70 स्टूडेंट्स की क्लास है, 70 स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हुए हैं. मैंने किसी से पूछना है कि मैथ का सिलेबस कितना हुआ है, तो मैं किसी एक से पता कर लूं कि मैथ का सिलेबस में कितना हुआ है. जितना उस स्टूडेंट का सिलेबस होगा उतना पूरी क्लास का सिलेबस होगा. सेकंड एग्जांपल, हर स्टूडेंट के पास नेम होता है, हर स्टूडेंट के पास एड्रेस होता है, हर स्टूडेंट के पास रोल नंबर होता है, हर स्टूडेंट के पास जेंडर होता है। इट मीन्स मैं एक सर्वे करा रहा हूँ, मैं क्लास में आया, सर्वे कराने के लिए मैंने सबको एक एक फॉर्म दिया फिल करने के लिए। सो व्हाट कैन बी द एंट्रीज इनसाइड द फॉर्म? नेम, एड्रेस, जेंडर, रोल नंबर, email ID, like opinion. So this can be the form. It means all students have same properties. So Java says according to the properties of an object, or we can say properties along with behavior. It means properties and behavior, these two things we are going to combine. According to the behavior and properties of an object, we are going to combine objects and we are going to form class. In a single line I can say, please write down, a class is a collection of similar type of object. Please write down this one. A class is a collection of similar type of object. It means now I am not going to study individual object. I am just going to study the class. The moment I will study class, at the same time I am going to study the complete behavior of students. I will take one more example, like window, like blackboard. If I have 200 whiteboard. In fact, if I have 200 whiteboards. So every whiteboard have a length, like a width, like color, like material. So what I will do? This is the properties of whiteboard. So every time I will see the object, I will identify the properties of an object. The moment I will find the class having similar properties, I will attach that object into the specific class. If I find this object having properties that is not going to match any class, I will form a new class. Getting? अगर मेरे पास कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है, मैं उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज को स्टडी करूंगा। अगर वो किसी क्लास की प्रॉपर्टी से मैच करती है तो मैं उस ऑब्जेक्ट को उस क्लास से अटैच कर दूंगा। अगर नहीं करती तो मैं एक नई क्लास बनाऊंगा और ये कहूंगा कि ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है ये इस क्लास से बिलोंग करता है। सो वी आर गोइंग टू फॉर्म क्लासेस। गेटिंग? सो ऑब्जेक्ट इज अ रियल लाइफ एंटिटी। अ क्लास इज अ collection of objects having similar behavior and properties. So let me form a class. In Java we have a keyword named as class, C small L A double S. Then we will write the name of the class in Java. That is good practice. You will write the name of the class in small letters apart from first letter. It means first letter should be capital and then others should be small. Then inside the class write the properties of the class. एक पर्सन के पास नाम होगा, एक पर्सन के पास एज होगी, एक पर्सन के पास जेंडर होगा, एड्रेस होगा। So let me write the type, name, should be type of string, age int, gender let's say string, address let's say string. So this is the class. That class says a person should have name, age, gender and address. Like I have a object of that class, let's say object O1. The name is Amit, age 20, gender male, address male. So I have an object of this class, name having value Amit, age having value 20, gender having value male, address is equal to male. Let's say I have one more object. Name is Rahul, age 20, gender male, address Delhi. So you can see these two objects having similar properties, but the value of these properties is different. समझ रहे हैं आप? जो बेटा मेरे पास ऑब्जेक्ट है उनकी प्रॉपर्टी सिमिलर है, इसलिए ये इस क्लास के पार्ट है। अगर इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज डिफरेंट होती तो ये इस क्लास से बिलोंग ही नहीं करते, क्योंकि इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज सिमिलर है, so they belong to the person class, but the value of these properties is different. It hardly matters. तो बेटा ये पता लगा कि जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं अगर उनकी प्रॉपर्टीज सिमिलर है तो हम उनको क्लास के साथ बिलोंग कर सकते हैं। That's why I am saying a class is a collection of objects. One more object. Name equals to Preeti. Age 4 years. Gender female. Address Punjab. So I have the object number 3. So these are the objects having similar properties. That's why they belong to person class. but ये ऑब्जेक्ट्स है, इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज सिमिलर है, that's why they belong to the same class. In Java, we have a new keyword. In Java, we have a new keyword to make an object of a class. So new space name of the class. So in my example, new space name of class is person. Name of class is person. So after writing this one, what I will get? I will get the fresh copy of this object inside memory. I am repeating. After writing this statement, what I will get? I will get the fresh copy of this class. It means fresh copy. Name null, age 0, gender null, address null. So this is the scenario after writing these statements. All properties having their default values null, 0, null, null. Sorry. This is the copy inside the memory. What is required? I require the address of this copy so that I can access the properties of that object. It means, let's say आपने कोई नया होम परचेज किया तो आपको उस होम का रेफरेंस या एड्रेस चाहिए जिससे कि आप होम के अंदर प्रोसेसिंग कर सकें. सेम हियर, ये कॉपी रैम के अंदर है, रैम बहुत बड़ी है, मैं कहाँ ढूंढूं उसको? तो मुझे इस कॉपी का एड्रेस चाहिए. जावा के अंदर एड्रेस नहीं होता, जावा के अंदर होता है बेटा रेफरेंस वेरिएबल. जिस टाइप की कॉपी उस टाइप का रेफरेंस वेरिएबल. In future we will see what is the difference between a reference variable and a pointer, which means address. So what is going to be happen? After writing this statement, I will get a fresh copy of this class. Then I have got the reference variable of that class. It means with the help of P, I can have control on that object. I am repeating, with the help of P, I will get control of that copy. So in Java, with the help of dot, we can access the properties of the class. It means I will write P dot name Amit. बड़ा इस कॉपी में क्या आ गया? अमिता. P dot age 20, P dot gender male, P dot address male. So with the help of P, we have accessed the properties of that object. Let me build one more object of this class. P1 dot name Preeti, P1 dot age 29, let's say. P1 dot gender female, P1 dot that is the second object of person class. So we can make thousands of objects of any class. It hardly matters. But we can access their own copy because we have a reference of on copy. It means अगर आपको इस copy को access करना है, so P dot. इसको access करना है, so P1 dot. Getting? So, हमने अभी तक बेटा क्या सीखा? हमने सीखा कि ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है? रियल टाइम एंटिटी है, रियल लाइफ एंटिटी है. ऑब्जेक्ट को कलेक्ट कर लेंगे ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज, क्या बन जाएगी बेटा? क्लास. तो आपको इंडिविजुअल ऑब्जेक्ट को स्टडी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप क्लास को स्टडी करो, कंप्लीट ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑटोमेटिक क्या हो जाएंगे, स्टडी हो जाएंगे। जावा के अंदर ऑब्जेक्ट बनाने के लिए क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है, न्यू कीवर्ड। न्यू कीवर्ड आपको रैम में एक फ्रेश कॉपी देगा, रेफरेंस वेरिएबल आप स्टोर कर सकते हैं और डॉट नोटेशन से आप प्रॉपर्टीज को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम देखेंगे बेटा ऊप्स के और बहुत सारे फीचर्स। सो थैंक यू।